Hey guys, welcome to Shin and Shenanigans right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. You can find us on X at shinpad_IESR. How's it going tonight, Big Mike?
It's going well. How are you? How was your week and how was your past weekend?
Fun in a not so fun way.
Uh-oh.
So, my husband got his wisdom teeth out last Friday.
Oh, well,
So, yeah.
that'll ruin your Friday.
Mm-hmm. He didn't have so much fun with it.
No, I had mine done years ago, like 30 years ago now, I think, or something stupid. And I was down for a weekend. It was terrible.
Yeah. All right, let's get right into it. Promotion and relegation. Seen a lot of stuff about this last week. How about you?
Yeah. I've seen obviously the Wolves, which those poor fans. Those poor
Yeah. You got
fans.
to be a diehard Wolves fan right now, man.
Yeah, I feel bad for him, but then you see the rumors about if Tottenham ends up in the bottom three and gets relegated, they want to like somehow try to prevent that from happening. And whether you're buying into that stuff is another story. But
Yeah.
yeah, tis the season, right?
Right. The Wolves have been relegated, as my Big Mike just said. They are set to become, if not have already become, the first team since 1964 to spend
Jeez.
100% of their season in the drop zone.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, I think all of us, whatever it's whatever other sports we may follow, we've all been there to where our teams have struggled, but this is a whole nother level.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
They've
I
only,
got really no words for it other than just pity.
yeah. Yeah. I think the fans have lost faith in the leadership. I've
Hard
seen
not to.
things. Yeah. I've seen where they're like, trying to, I guess, get the owner out or something like that, or get the owner to sell the club or something.
Hmm. There's probably a few clubs that need to do that, but
Oh, I'm sure. The Wolves are one of them.
yeah,
I don't think I've seen them really above, what, 19th place this season?
I don't think so. And
They've only had won three matches this season.
yeah, I can barely remember when they were even relevant to begin with. To be honest,
Oh.
I mean, it just
Mm.
feels like it's been that long.
Maybe they need to be relegated so they can build their squad and make a stronger foundation for that.
Yeah, that would make a lot of sense, and just blow it up and start from scratch basically, and see what you can do.
Yeah, pretty much. Leicester
Oh
have
wow,
also been relegated to the third division of England. And if memory serves, they won the Premier League 10 years ago.
yep.
That's a fall.
Yeah, it's crazy because if you recall, and I know many of my fellow football fans recall that magical season they had. We're like, all right, when's the movie coming out? Right? Because this is just who Leicester City really? They just won the Premier League, and I don't. I think to see them a few years after the fact, for example, maybe people would have been so surprised to see them get relegated, but just to drop as far as they have fallen, as far as they have fallen over the past decade. If memory serves me correctly, they've invested a bunch into their facilities. I'm like, oh wow, right, just for third division football here, great.
Yeah, right? Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness.
You can imagine like your top tier team dropping in just tens of millions of dollars to improve the facility, and then you got no fans showing up for it. I shouldn't say that,
Right.
but that'd be the
Oh,
case here in the States.
right. But on a more positive note, we've got Coventry City that have been promoted and they are back in the Premier League after 25 years.
Yeah, congrats to Chelsea legend Frank Lampard on getting them back after a quarter century. That's
Yeah.
quite the feat.
Oh, yeah. 100%. And this is a team that personally I have never heard of, but we'll see how well they do in the Premier League next season.
Yeah, I mean, they probably can't do worse than a few of them are doing now. So, I mean,
Yeah.
Uh,
They gotta
I
look
don't
good.
expect I don't expect them to set the world on fire by any stretch of the imagination next year.
Mhm.
It's still one heck of an achievement, and congrats to Frank and congrats to the organization, the fan base. That's a big deal.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. All right, moving on. Some exciting news. NWSL is expanding again.
Great to see.
Awesomeness. And some of you might not be able to guess where this club is going. It is going to Columbus, Ohio. You guys are getting an NWSL club in 2028. This is the 18th club for the league. 18th.
Yeah, and congratulations to them. I mean, we've talked about this on the show and just in chat of how the crowds that are coming to some of these NWSL game matches, for example, it's off the charts. So great to see the growth. I'm hoping they keep adding. As a selfish fan, I mean, I know a city that I like to see one in, but that's neither here nor there. But Columbus, look, I mean, it's become a great football market, and they have the American Football College there that I hate with every bit of my absolute being. That's neither here nor there.
Right.
But no, obviously the crew's been there a long time. Good club scene over there. And it's just 2.5 hours for me, so it makes it a little bit easier for me to go catch some NWSL. So good for them.
Yeah.
And that city is growing, so that's fantastic.
I love to see how not just the women's sport, but this beautiful game expanding the way it is here in this country. Because I'm like, dude, the
Absolutely.
rest of the world plays it. Like, kids on the street play it. It's huge.
I mean, yeah, we were touching on this last week too. It's just, it's about time. Is all I can always say about it. It's about time. I mean, I don't think any of us think it's going to become the fabric here of America in our lifetimes, but I mean, the fact that it's grown and the way it's continuing to grow, and I think we'll continue to grow, and so it's great, and obviously our country here we'll get excited here in a couple months when the World Cup kicks off, and the casual fans will come back for a while and rally around the game, and you can just hope that when that's all said and done, they'll stick around. So.
Yep. An excerpt by the NWSL stated that the Columbus NWSL Partnership Group has already conducted extensive planning and design work to construct a premier training center in Columbus that's going to open ahead of the 2028 campaign. The facility is going to be strategically designed to maximize elite women's athletes' preparations on and off the pitch. Let's hope that there's some mental health stuff in there too, not just physical, because it's about the whole being,
No kidding.
And they're going to be providing a performance atmosphere that rivals top men's and women's clubs throughout the sport while laying the foundation for a long-term player pathway from youth athlete development. So that's going to be really exciting.
Yeah, I'll be really excited to see how that all develops and whatnot. And to your point, I hope there's a mental aspect in there too, because we all need it, but especially as athletes.
100%. All right, guys, we are going to take just a quick little break, and then we're talking BAR. Yep, that controversial topic is back in.
Controversy? No.
Well, you've been watching Shin Pads and Shenanigans right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. See you after the break.
Hi, eSports Radio fans. This show is brought to you by Planet Jerky Premium Brisket Beef Jerky. Planet Jerky is the official jerky of the 2022 California League champion Lake Elsinore Storm. single-A affiliate of the San Diego Padres. This all brisket jerky has gluten-free options, contains no MSG, no sodium nitrate, is low in sugar, and high in protein. Go to their website at planetjerky.net and follow them on Instagram at Planet Jerky. Planet Jerky, the jerky that's on a whole other planet.
All right, welcome back to Shin Pads and Shenanigans right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. All right, let's talk VAR. VAR has been so controversial, man. So controversial.
Yeah. I think we could probably do an entire show on this, to be fair.
Yeah, absolutely. VAR, if some of you might not have known, it was introduced into the Premier League back in 2019. But as far as I know, it has still not been used in the EFO. And that includes 72 clubs across the Championship, League One, and League Two. So they are still like, we don't want this mess. We don't want it.
Yeah, I'm a bit torn a little on it because obviously we get some of the controversies behind it and what have you. I'm also a little bit of a, I don't know, maybe I'm old school here. I just like to see things get called correctly.
Yeah, no, I mean I agree. There should be correct calls.
Yeah,
but I also kind of feel like it's a little bit of a time waster sometimes.
Yeah, because it kind of reminds me, and just kind of sidetrack to like American football a little bit. They've been doing their replay system forever, but when they first introduced it, it was an absolute train wreck because they would stop play and review like every other play.
Oh my goodness!
And it was just like the game just drags on at that point, and the fans start losing interest, and it gets extremely frustrating. You get a team, especially they got some momentum built. Oh, now we're going to stop the match now because we're going to see this. So I get that. I really do. But at the same time, it's like, you just want it to get called right. You don't want an official, dictating outcomes, which we also talked about that last week. But again, I could do a show on that too.
Right. Yeah. I mean, they're starting to roll out this new thing called the FVS, which is the Football Video Support, which we will talk about here in a minute. And they rejected that. But they're like, we don't want any sort of review system, none whatsoever. And this was after surveying like 8,000 fans.
Yeah.
I mean,
it surprised me a little bit. I saw that number, and to still have the people like, no, we don't want to mess with it. Let's just, the game will, as some will say, like we say in other sports, like the ball and the effort's going to determine the outcome no matter what. And I'm a guy who follows racing as well, and one of the things that we say is as fans is the track determines the winner in a lot of cases, and I feel like that's kind of a similar sentiment here by a lot of these fans, and I get it.
Yeah, I do too. And see, the thing is that the FVS, which like I said, we'll talk about here in a minute, they proposed this back in March, and they're still like, no. But the football video support is not as invasive as VAR has become.
Correct. So this could be a possible solution. I mean, time will tell, but long term, I mean, especially for even though the fans, and people voted it down, could be something with these trials that, hey, wait a minute, maybe this isn't so bad after all. And we all know it's when it comes to fandom, especially, we're just thinking of what happened most recently, not maybe what happened years ago or whatnot.
Yeah.
So you never know. You could see some of the games get a little more controversial. Be like, man, what if we did have that? Maybe that goal doesn't count.
Yeah. And the FVS is already becoming controversial, and it just started rolling out into
course it
the
has.
Canadian Premier League. They are not the Canadian Premier League. They are just like spearheading a couple of these major changes, like the daylight offside rule.
Right.
That one, I'm just like, it's crazy how in VAR you've got like the elbow can be out of place,
Right.
can be offside, and then it's offside.
Yeah.
Come on, it's an elbow.
An elbow.
You can't control every part of your body.
Yeah, especially when you got a defender on you and whatnot. You're trying to battle for a position, and his elbow reached out in front. Oh, but he's offside now. It's like,
yeah,
the rest of his body.
Yeah, I know, right?
Probably wasn't.
Right.
Just saying.
Mm-hmm. So, what is this video support system? It's supposed to be a cost-effective alternative to VAR, which means it's probably going to be rolled out to some of the lesser known and less expensive, I guess you could say, leagues. And it requires fewer cameras and gives each coach a set number of reviews per match, which I think it's 2.
I think you're right.
Yeah, I think it's 2. And if I'm not mistaken, if the review is successful, they get to keep that review if the review is successful. And these plays are not automatically reviewed.
Right.
And there's also no dedicated video match official either. So of course that is, something.
Yeah, I mean, I like the idea of a coach or manager or whatnot being able to say, okay, wait a minute, no, take a look at that. But to a limit.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So also add some strategy, from a tactical standpoint as well. It's like, oh, okay, maybe not that one. Okay, this one, or maybe not at all. Right.
Mm-hmm.
But add some, strategy to it, because obviously if you challenge one and you're wrong, whoops.
Yeah. Right.
So,
I mean, it's still gonna be like, they got to do it. They do it for like goal, no goal. If there's a penalty, direct red cards with like not second yellows, but straight reds.
Straight reds, right.
And I can't find my homemade yellow red card, man. I need to make another one.
You wasn't using them on your husband where you're like, okay, you know what? Sorry, mister, you're out, and you set it somewhere.
I know. I just want to like take it around and just be like, red card.
Red card.
It's also going to be used for, of course, the mistaken identity. And
yeah, right.
Only the team's head coach or their senior team official, who is, acting as their interim manager or whatever, can make a review request.
A lot of those right now.
Yeah, it does seem like it, doesn't it? Doesn't it? That's going to lead us to our next topic later. Another sacking that we were going to discuss a little bit later.
Another week, another sacking.
Oh my gosh, I know. This year's been crazy for sackings, man. It has been absolutely insane.
It's been crazy.
I just don't even know. But this is going to be more cost effective. So, I mean, is it replacing the VAR system? No. The video support is different because there are no video match officials, and therefore all qualifying decisions or incidents are not automatically checked. And the decision to request a review is the responsibility of the team's head coach. And it's not supposed to replace VAR. FIFA has no intention of replacing VAR. This is written on their website. Correct. And I mean, I feel like it's making them a lot of money. They're not going to get rid of it.
It's definitely, it's definitely loading up those wallets quite handsomely. So, yeah, there's no way it's going away.
Yeah.
And again, I don't think it should necessarily, but I just also think that sometimes it gets a little bit out of hand.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And they also talk about there's a what is football video support article on their website. It's like how many TV cameras may be used. In principle, the video system may be used in competitions covered by camera setups between 1 and 4 cameras. We see all these kinds of different angles. It's more than 4 cameras for VAR.
Right. Oh, yeah.
More than 4. You see the ones where like it's on a line and it's like going around the whole pitch.
Mm-hmm.
That's got to cost a pretty penny, you know.
Mm-hmm. Now, I'm wondering with this system if it's going to be one of those matches where it's like one camera and it's at the complete opposite end of the pitch, and it's like some old school like VHS camcorder we had back in the 1990s. It's all pixely and you can't see anything.
Right.
We said it was cheaper. It's all right. Can't see a damn thing with it, but hey.
100%, man. Oh, it's crazy. So we'll see how it goes in the Canadian Premier League. Who knows? Maybe it'll be somewhat good. I don't know. It might be.
Could be. I mean, if it is, great. That's awesome. But
yeah,
I'm not holding my breath yet. But
yeah,
been wrong plenty of times.
I feel like this is going to end up like trickling down to even just like the local and like high school sports levels, to where eventually they're going to have it.
I wouldn't hate it. I can just tell you from my years of watching and even doing PA for high school high school soccer. There's definitely been some times where like something like that would be nice. I mean, because you gotta understand too. It's like, I mean, it's a little bit apples and oranges, I guess, because you look at the officials, especially here in my state, and these guys, some have intense knowledge, some have a little bit less, and they're there to get their $50 payday or whatever it is, and go home.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I mean, I cover, at least right now, the junior varsity girls soccer team right now, their home matches, and they don't stop play because, like, if a player's down, like, the clock continues to run.
Right.
And my brain has to switch because apparently it's 40-minute halves, not 45.
Yes.
And the halftime is like 5 or 10 minutes.
Right.
So I'm like, and because it's on one of those like scoreboards for the football, it's counting down, not counting up. And I'm like, that's. But I mean, there are times, especially for these kids, where they are like head to head.
Yeah.
I mean, these kids are still developing and still growing. Having something kind of like that might be good to, discipline accordingly.
100% agree. At least here with, they'll keep it running if someone like twists an ankle or something. They'll kind of keep, official kind of keep an eye. They'll let it go for 5-10 seconds, whatever. And if they start to get up, they'll let it go. But if they're still down, they'll stop it. If there's any kind of head collision, it's stopped immediately, which I think that's a great thing. To your point, obviously. I mean, I've seen girls getting 3 and 4 concussions. Yeah. And it's like, you can't. It's a game. It's a great game. It's a beautiful game, but come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Protecting for these little ones,
Yeah, exactly right.
So, I mean, we'll see if it ends up trickling all the way down, and honestly, we'll see how this system is going to work in Canada. I'm kind of wondering if it goes well in Canada, if it's going to go over to the new Canadian Women's League, the Northern Super League.
Would make sense.
Yeah. I mean, it would, because right now there's only 6 teams.
Right.
So
I mean, be a pretty easy thing to implement, really.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah. At least you'd think.
Yeah, you would think. All right, guys. You've been watching Shin Pads and Shenanigans right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. We will see you guys after the break.
Rise and shine. It's 4 a.m. The stars are still out, the sun is beneath the horizon, but it's time to punch in and go to work. The comfort of your warm-ups turns into the grinding out of your reps as the clinking and the clinking of the plates create a symphony of euphoria. There's no other feeling like it. Earn it, burn it, and take what's yours. IE Sports Radio has proudly partnered with Vital Apparel, a brand that not only fits great, but also promotes and donates to mental health research. Use our code IESR to get 15% off their comfortable and inspiring gym wear and help them on their amazing journey to support mental health. Go hard, take part in your iron therapy, and be strong. Because when your mental health is as strong as you are, there's no telling how far you'll go.
All right, guys, welcome back to Shin Pads and Shenanigans right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. All right, let's talk the Man City versus Arsenal match this last Sunday.
Someone's excited.
Oh, man, that was a good match. I was glad that we stayed and watched that.
I was expecting you to don even more Man City gear tonight.
Right? I was so happy with the result, man. I was just so happy.
Yeah, I mean, it was a great match. Obviously, I know I said it here last week. I thought we'd see another draw, so that's kind of been the history of them. And you can, well, initially when I was watching it, I was like, I think this is going to be the case. We get Man City. I thought definitely the first half they were the better team the first half, and then that fluke goal that Arsenal got.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah,
and I digress. I thought the first 10, both teams were a little sloppy, which is kind of be expected. It was a big match, right? It was actually the highest. I don't know if you saw this. The ratings here in the States was the most watched Premier League match.
I don't doubt it.
Since
I don't doubt it.
Covering it, so that was really cool. But
for sure.
But yeah, I thought that first half, and then I was like, yeah. I mean, Man City's a better team right now, but right now they're a draw. And then I thought that both teams had great chances early in the second half, and Arsenal has that chance. I think about 10, 12 minutes in, and I'm like, oh no, and they met, and they had an open look and just blew it, and I'm like, that's it. Then Erling 5 minutes later puts it in, and that's all they needed.
Right. Right.
So, another thing I loved about that match too, it's even the dogs agree, was I liked Man City's defense. I liked that high pressure, and this felt like the Arsenal really had no real answer for it, in my opinion.
It was crazy that City took the lead in the 16th minute, and then 2 minutes later, Arsenal same thing, man. I mean, Arsenal had some pretty good possession for the first half, and honestly, the post saved the Arsenal goal in the 60th minute.
Yep. Yep.
It was like a clash of the Titans. And I was so happy to see that Haaland scored. I really was. There were some amazing saves by Donnarumma. I was like, oh, on the edge of my seat during that match.
He made up for the botch.
Yeah, he made it up for it for sure.
Yeah, he's a great keeper. I mean, that's just kind of, to me, it goes without saying. I feel bad for him because that's just one of those goals that any keeper you ever talk to is like, oh yeah, I had this happen to me once. Or I did this play once, and it was just like, yeah, I gave up a goal. And it was absolute, brain freeze moment. It happens. So at that point, I was like, man, Arsenal's probably gonna have a hard time getting another goal here. And they said they had the shot, and just couldn't convert. And then I really thought after that, especially really, in my opinion, that last 30 minutes just felt like Arsenal really couldn't get a rhythm. And that was, to me, I was credit to Man City's defense. I thought they looked fantastic.
For sure. And that brawl in the 83rd minute. I thought it was so funny when they showed Arteta's double take. He was like,
yes.
And then Pep and Holland got booked.
Yep.
I was like, what the heck? Oh my goodness.
But a great match, and puts of course now Man City gets another dub and back on top of the table, which is what they're used to.
Mhm.
And it's to the point now you might need to rename this this league the Manchester City Invitational. We'll see what happens the rest of the season, but obviously not much season left. And kind of looking at Man City's schedule, just in my eyes, it's like everybody can have a bad match, you can have a bad day, but I think it's in their hands at this point, in my opinion. Oh, I think we lost a Jess. There she is.
There we go.
I love technology.
I know, right? Maybe my dog was barking again. I don't know. But the commentators mentioned that Arsenal lost 4 of their last 6.
Yep.
But 2 of the last 46 matches prior to that.
Yep.
What's going on over at Arsenal?
Yeah, it's a great question. I mean, just to go be on this run that they've been on, and then all of a sudden, and runs like that, they can't go on forever.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care how good you are, but you're going to lose a few. But just the way they've kind of just bottom's basically almost fallen out at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And here they are in absolute control, and they give up. They lose some matches they really had no business losing, in my opinion, and put themselves in a spot, play, going to Man City and having to, at minimum get a draw out of that. And here we are, and their schedule too looks favorable, but the way they're playing, I'm not confident they're going to, run it the rest of the way myself. I mean, they might, I suppose, but just something looks off. It really looked like coming off the pitch, they just look really deflated and losing confidence.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Meanwhile, you're like, yay.
Yeah. I am like, woo. I was so happy. Both Bayern Munich and Man City won because, of course, they would play at the exact same time.
Of course.
So, like, my husband's watching it on the hotel TV. I'm watching it on I'm watching the Man City match on my iPad. He's watching Bayern on the TV. And then we had LAFC later that night to watch.
Right.
And I think they lost their match.
Yeah. Yeah, we had to. I was on to some point here. I could do it now, I suppose. To give a little shout out to a couple MLS teams. Not that you'll love this one, but San Jose and Vancouver, where they're starting off the season right now.
Oh, I really I want to see how well Thomas Mueller brings Vancouver. Because, dude is coming from the Bundesliga, which is insanely difficult.
Oh, it's ridiculously difficult.
He is like the most joyful guy and so fun to watch. He's always got a smile on his face, man.
Yeah, he looks as though he'd be one of those fun guys to play for.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Obviously, I have no clue, but just kind of looks that way.
He kind of reminds me of Chiellini.
Yeah.
Like super chill.
That's a good analogy, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But no, just kind of looking at quick stats. I mean, they've dropped one match and already the 18 goal differential. I mean, we're early, but I mean, can't really start a season much better than that. So, I mean, I guess they could be unbeaten, but still, I mean, it's still a heck of a start for them.
Right. All right. I know it's a little bit late in the show, but I want to try this new little thing out to put up a poll for you guys. And I want to put it up also in the coming weeks. It's got 4 options. What do you guys want to see during the World Cup coverage? You guys can vote on this, so we can kind of see what do you guys want to see? Because I want to know what you guys want to see.
Absolutely.
So cast your votes, guys.
I think we'll talk about all those, to be fair, but yeah, I mean,
for sure.
But I mean, for me personally, I mean, I love all of it, but the underdogs are always fun. You can say that anytime, but Yeah, especially when it comes to country. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure we'll be talking in the coming weeks and whatnot, and look at these groups and say, okay, who can be the one that completely could shock everybody, that one of those countries that everybody's gonna get behind if their country's out of it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the fun part.
We already got one vote for the underdogs.
Underdogs. Good call, Michelle.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's move on to our last topic of the evening. Chelsea have sacked their manager for the second time this season. Honestly, for the second time since January.
What an absolute dumpster fire right now.
For real.
I mean, and you've got all the old Chelsea players coming out and talking about it. Drogba's talking about it. Terry's talking about it. Even Hazard's talking about it. It's like they all kind of say basically the same thing. This is not we don't even recognize this club anymore.
Yeah.
And you get 5 games there where they can't even score a goal.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if y'all can hear this, but hey, Chelsea, you have to score to win.
Yeah, I know, right? Seriously.
Right? But
he wasn't even in charge for 4 months.
Yeah, and I read some interviews and some comments and whatnot, and it just sounded like he never had that team believing in him anyway.
Yeah.
And, I think they all knew it was going to be short and sweet, and yeah, if you can't get the players to buy in to what's going on, good luck.
Yeah. And I feel like that's kind of the issue when it comes to so many teams sacking their managers so quickly. Like, how do you expect them to work as a team and be cohesive if you keep changing the manager who changes tactics?
Yeah, we touched on this last week. You can't just get these clubs. I mean, this is grossly horrible in my opinion, but these other clubs that are year and a half and going on manager number 3, it's like there's something wrong with the top at that point. And I know Chelsea fans are saying the same thing. Like, this ownership is an absolute train wreck. That's been the take for the most of the fan base that I've interacted with. So hard to disagree. I mean, say what you want. I mean, I know Chelsea definitely has plenty of their haters, but this is a club that, like it or not, I mean, the past decade they've won a couple titles, and it's a strong, what I would call like a strong brand. I mean, and when it comes to English football, right? I mean, obviously you've got City, obviously Liverpool and Arsenal, and then United, even though they're not what they were, but I mean, those are just your premier clubs there. Now you've got Chelsea, who's at one point you're like, yeah, maybe okay, Champions League. They're not going to win this year, but they might be, and now that's gone.
Yeah.
And I'll be really interested in 2 things. The rumors already swirling about who's going to be the next, who's going to take the reins, going forward. And
who wants to?
Well, I think that's just it. That's a good point. Right now, who really wants to do it? That's probably a short list. But you got that. So that's going to be really interesting to discuss whenever they make that announcement. And then they got FA Cup this weekend. And I'm sitting thinking, I think Leeds is going to beat them.
They could.
I mean, I'm not even kidding. I mean, at this point, I don't know what, I hate to say it. I mean, if the players become prideful and just say, hey, let's get our heads out of our backside to do something here, then maybe. But at this point, I don't know. I don't even know if their heads are in it.
Yeah, I don't know. And if some of you guys remember correctly, Chelsea were the ones that their players were huddling around, like they huddled in the center circle ahead of their game against Newcastle around a referee. A referee was standing in the middle because they wanted to respect the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Why is the ref in the middle, though?
I know. I don't know if you saw the memes going around. There's like memes where they're passing notes.
Yeah.
And it says like, don't pass the ball to so-and-so. Don't pass the ball to so-and-so.
Yeah.
Don't let him shoot.
Right.
It's like, I mean, you gotta love the internet, and when it comes to that, but yeah, that was weird. And that's kind of why I'm donning black. I mean, that's pretty much anybody who's ever been a Chelsea fan. It's kind of where they all feel like right now. Like
Oh, I'm sure.
dark days.
Yeah. I just feel like so many teams are like sacking their managers.
Yeah, I mean,
And it's
they
just,
said half of our show last week that's all we talked about was
mm-hmm.
all this, and then here we get another one just a few days ago. It's like,
Yep.
but again, no, it was short lived, and I get it, and it's tough business. But I mean, when you're running a club like Chelsea or any of these big name clubs, doesn't matter the league, and you can't put a ball in the net for 5 matches. I mean, yikes.
Yeah. Something's got to give.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, I wrote a piece about why so many Premier League managers are getting sacked back at the end of January.
Mm-hmm.
I think, what was it, like 4 or 5 in January alone?
I think you're right, yeah.
And now, it's just continuing as a trend.
Yeah.
How do you expect the players to do when you're constantly rotating managers?
Yeah, I mean, we all know it's part of the business, but a lot of times you see it maybe after the season, or something along that line. But yeah, to your point, you write this piece and you could write another one, probably 2 more.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's just been crazy. Like,
Yep.
Their next match is against Nottingham Forest, and I'm thinking Nottingham Forest has a decent chance to win.
I think anybody who plays them has a decent chance to win right now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I hate to say that, but there's just it's just a balloon's been deflated there. And
The Wolves have even won more matches in the last 5 games than Chelsea, and they're at the bottom, gonna be relegated.
Perspective.
Right?
That doesn't tell you how bad things are at Stamford Bridge. I don't know what does.
Right? I know. Seriously, the bottom 3 in the teams in the relegation zone, they have at least had 1 draw in their last 5 matches, when Chelsea have had nothing but losses in their last 5 matches.
Yep.
That tells you how bad things are.
Yeah, it's awful, and I think the only thing that's going to bring a smile to my face now is if Tottenham ends up in the bottom 3.
Tottenham's in the bottom 3.
Yeah, so,
they're 18th right now.
Yep. I think they're couple. I didn't check it. That's on me. I think they're like a couple points. Mine 17, if I'm not mistaken. Well, maybe a point or 2. I can't remember.
2 points.
2. Okay, yeah. That's why I was thinking 1 or 2.
Yeah.
So they could possibly get out of that still, but
I don't know. The situation's getting bad over there too.
It is bad. It is bad. It's always. I don't really know why. I've never been a fan of theirs. I really have no reason. I just haven't been. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, whatever.
If you like them, you like them. If you don't, you don't. It's one of those things.
Exactly. I mean, I've liked some of their players they've had over the years, no doubt, but.
Yeah. I don't. We'll see if Tottenham ends up getting relegated this season. I don't know. We'll see. But they're probably going to be changing managers pretty soon, too.
I would imagine so.
It seems like almost everybody has changed managers.
Yeah, I mean
granted, the top teams like Arsenal and Man City, they're not going to change managers for a little bit. I mean, there's talk of Pep leaving, but I mean, we'll see what happens. He's probably going to stay until the end of his contract. I don't know.
I mean, you could almost see if Pep left with his contracts. He's like, I mean, what else do I have to prove?
Mm-hmm.
Think about it.
Of course.
But obviously, as a fan, I know you probably don't want to see that anytime soon. But
I kind of get it.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I saw like last year, he actually doesn't even live in the same, like right now he doesn't spend that much time back home.
Sure.
So like, and as far as like sacking for like top teams, what about Liverpool?
Right.
Slot has been in the hot seat for a while.
It feels like it's been there a long while.
Yeah.
Maybe that's just me, but it feels like it's been a while.
Yeah. It's I mean, they say it's I think like a disappointing season. I'm like, dude, you're still kind of you're in the top 5. What
Yeah.
disappointing season is that?
I mean, you're still like battling for Champions League spot. Like, is it really that bad?
Right, exactly. I mean, look at Tottenham, look at Wolves.
Yeah. Yeah, look at Chelsea.
Yeah.
I mean,
seriously.
I don't know. Maybe that might get them to rethink things a little bit. It's like, hey, no, wait a minute. Maybe it's not so bad here after all.
I mean, reportedly they made a decision about Slot after they lost against PSG.
Yes.
Supposedly the owners are like, they want to give him a chance to improve. And I think that's great that you want to give him that chance. I
Sure.
mean, weren't Liverpool like at the top last season?
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, they're not doing that bad.
No, and it's won the chip a few years ago. So it's,
Right.
I mean, it's, I mean, we're seeing this dominance from Man City, obviously, but I mean, we see it in other sports too. It's like, hey, you know what? Just because you finish second or third doesn't mean you're bad. They're just, right now, they're just better. And you got to figure out a way to, you see them, you got to beat them.
Mm-hmm.
Or in this, in case hell, just get a draw, something. Just,
Mm-hmm.
that's where it's at.
Anything but to not get any points whatsoever.
Correct. So, I mean, I'm with you. I kind of like that fact. It's like, hey, we're not far. But that's where ownership kind of comes into play too a little bit. So that's where kind of can't have one without the other, right? You got to have good coaching, good tactics, but you got to have good club ownership behind you too.
Yeah, I mean, if he does get sacked, one of the potential successors is Xabi Alonso.
Yeah, I've heard his name out about because there's a bunch of Chelsea fans that are wanting they want him. I'm like, yeah, but does he want you?
Yeah, exactly. Does he want you?
That's they kind of gotta have both there.
Yeah, right. For sure.
Oh, what a time!
Yeah, for real.
What a time!
All right, guys. We are coming to the close of our show. We will be putting this up again next week. You can type in the number 1, 2, 3, or 4 in the chat to cast your vote for what you want to see us cover during the World Cup.
We're going to put that on our socials also?
I believe it does pop up on there. We can definitely put it on there. Make sure it's on the X account for sure.
Yep.
So, all right. We are going to be heading out here. Until next time, keep those shin pads sharp and your shenanigans sound. You guys have been watching Shin Pads and Shenanigans right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports.
See you next week.
For the last 10 years, IE Sports Radio has been bringing you amazing content ranging from interviewing legendary athletes, coaches, and other authorized media personnel to building tailor-made shows dedicated to all major sports cities around the country. Make sure to follow us at IE Sports Radio on X, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube to keep up with the latest in sports and with all of our shows. Also, make sure to check out our daily updated website at iesportsradio.com. At iesportsradio.com, you can see our daily show schedule and check out all of our show pages with personal bios to learn a little bit more about each of our awesome hosts. In addition to our show pages, you can catch the IE Sports Radio blog, Hall of Fame, Fans of the Month page, and our merchandise shop including t-shirts, tank tops, caps, long sleeves, hoodies, and more. For now over a decade here at IE Sports Radio, we've continued to be by the fans, for the fans, and we thank you all for your support and for making IE Sports Radio your direct feed for all that is sports.